welcome to another episode of Coaching Corner. We are going to be talking today about the Platform Winter 2020 release. I am joined by the lovely Melissa, and she is our training director. And I am Megan. I am the product development director. And Melissa and I enjoy getting together when a release is about to come out and going over the release notes together. And she gets excited about all the ways that our churches can leverage these enhancements and new features. And so this is a great opportunity for us to highlight those for you so that you don't miss them. We know that a lot of times the release notes are long and there's lots of stuff in there, and what's important to some people might not be important to others. So this is a great way to highlight the key notes so that you don't miss them, and it's a great way for you to share the information with other people on your team. So as always, don't forget to check out the knowledge base for the full release notes. Those are also included in all the emails I send y'all about the scheduling and success of those updates being applied to your system. And don't hesitate to ask for help. So if you are not quite sure how to use something or not quite sure how it might impact you or your specific way that you do ministry or the problem that you're trying to solve, don't hesitate to reach out to support and also to engage a coach. So I always love hearing the success stories that Melissa shares on our team meetings about ways that coaching has been able to come alongside of our churches and really help them move the ball forward in ways that are very exciting. So without further ado, I will say, hey, Melissa, and get the screens switched over to you here.
All right. Well, I am excited about this platform release. It's got some fun things that have been in the works for a while, and we're starting to see them. So we are going to talk through what those are. The first one is a great thing because I don't know about you, but now that we have our handy dandy homepage with our charts on it, which are awesome, I've often lost track of how many tasks I have because that's not the first thing I see when I come into the platform anymore. So you'll notice that now we have a nice little badge notification right here that is going to tell us that we have 3 open tasks for myself to complete here. And they are available there so that it's a little bit easier, just kind of see that, know how you're doing on your task, and be able to click over there if needed. But it's a great little friendly reminder to let you know that you've got some tasks there and you won't forget them.
Hey, can you change one of those tasks and make them overdue?
Sure. It's smart enough to know that it won't let me do that. So let's do, oops, I just hit complete. Let me,
No worries.
let me try again here. All right. So now it's overdue, and now we have 2 tasks here, and one of those 2 tasks is overdue. So it needs to be completed ASAP, which is great to be aware of because if you are anything like me, oftentimes I forget that my tasks even exist. So now there's just an extra reminder there.
Awesome.
All right.
We have
So
some
next we're
fun
gonna,
stuff with charts. Sorry, I'm just excited about
yeah,
the
so
chart
this
stuff.
is one of those things that I alluded to where we've had charts in the platform for a little while now, and a lot of us have really started using them. But one of the things that is great about this new release is the way that we can put multiple views and some trend lines into our charts. So if I go in and look at this awesome donations by month view with a chart that we have right now, and these are the ones that are ready for a batch. Obviously, our system is a little bit funky, so our view is a little bit weird. But if we go to donations last year, we'll see all of our donations last year in our chart. We can save this to our homepage. That's all something we've been able to do before. But now if I go in and I change this to a line chart, you'll notice that I now have the ability to layer up to 3 views into my chart. So we can do we'll do donations this year, and we'll do donations year to date, and we can actually show a trend line for both of those charts. Although in this case, we're not seeing a whole lot because I did last year. There we go. So now you can see our donations this year. We've only got donations in January, so that's kind of trending down. But normally as we get further on in our months, we'll start seeing that. Maybe we don't want to show the trend line for donations this year yet, but we can see it for last year. And as we get further along into the year, we're going to be able to see more of that. And so this is kind of one of those things that a lot of our churches have been really eager about This is something that's great for donations. It's also great if you're using your event metrics page to look at trends from year to year and create a view of all of your, your first, second, third week of a month, or even your monthly attendance totals. And so this is something that's going to really enable you to start making some really fun views and to be able to create some charts that are a little bit more layered and give you a little bit more insight into how this year is stacking up against previous years. Anything else to add on that, Megan?
No, I mean, like I said, we're really excited about this. We did include the in view, not in view toggle. So that is also a part of this, just like it is from the grid. So if you wanted to look at the inverse of different things, you can do that as well. And this is available for the chart types of line and column. So column is actually a new chart type that we're also adding as well, which is very similar to the bar. It just goes up vertically instead of across horizontally. So, and that just helps the trend line look a little more readable. So those are the ones it's available on. I look forward to seeing how people are going to use this and come up with some really awesome views of this month, next month, all those type things. So hopefully it's useful for planning and providing good insight into your data.
And of course, we can click on the add to the dashboard button, and then this chart with those views will be on my dashboard for me to look at. And I can still click through to those views. So charts are really becoming a powerful place in ministry platform for you to be able to get a really good glimpse of how ministry is doing. So next thing we're going to look at is we're actually going to log out, because we're going to look at our new UI for our sign in. So one of the things that's kind of fun is that ministry platform is working on becoming a little bit prettier. And so this is one of the places we're seeing that. You can see we can have our sign in options. We have more login options there if we need them, but they're hidden because most people are probably going to be using one of these too. We can also click on the sign up button. So this is more for our portal or widgets that are going to be using that. Most of your users aren't going to be clicking on sign up to create a user account, but this just looks very nice. Notice that you can now log in with your email, mobile phone, or username. So this is really great, especially for those who maybe don't remember what their username is. They can put in their email or mobile phone associated with their contact record. So we'll go ahead and click on sign in. We won't spend too much time with this today because I want to duck over to our updated My Profile page. So now when you click on your name in the top right corner, you will see our new profile dialog window here. And the profile window here has a lot of the information. I could change my picture. And I actually got married a very long time ago. So I'm going to go ahead and that's really old news. Yes. So
still worth
I'm going to go ahead but I can now update a lot of my contact information here. I can update my communication preferences and be able to make a lot of those changes to my data. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And then I'm going to go back to the user account home. I can update and manage my social logins from here. And then I can also go in and change and edit my password from here. So the opening dialog box looks very different than it did before. This is probably something you want to make sure that your users are a little bit aware of so that they're not completely lost if they try to change their password in the future. Anything to add on that, Megan?
No, we added that, or I always say no and then I talk. That's so fun of me, isn't it? Yes, I do have something to add. We have made the user account page and the login page fully responsive, so it looks just as nice on mobile as it does on desktop, and that's because we're trying to use this as our single sign-on solution across all of our applications over time. So Badge Manager already uses this, obviously Platform uses it, and widgets are now using it as well. And then also, obviously, if you've done custom development, you can also leverage it that way as well, and we'll be continuing to expand it in our other applications also. So hopefully the facelift is something that brings a little smile to your face and can be well received.
All right, Megan, those are our major highlights for this release.
Yes, definitely. So hopefully that is stuff that you guys get excited about and can take advantage of. We will be back next time to talk to you more about the next update. So thanks so much for your time and look forward to seeing how you guys use some of these new features, especially the creative multi-series charts you guys come up with. Thanks so much, guys.
Bye, everybody.